You see, the interesting thing, coconut. You see, the interesting, coconut. Hey guys, we're going to be talking about the characteristic of God as the King, and I wanted to start by looking in the book of Isaiah in chapter 6, and it says, I saw the Lord, and he was sitting on a lofty throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Attending to him were mighty seraphim, each having 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces, and with 2 wings they covered their feet, and with 2 they flew, and they were calling out to each other, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of heaven's armies. The whole earth is filled with his glory. Their voices shook the temple to its foundations, and the entire building was filled with smoke. Guys, that is one intense picture, and it's where the prophet Isaiah was being given a vision of being in the actual presence of God. This is God the King. So we're looking at his holiness, we're looking at his power, we're looking at his majesty, the God who is above all and is the ruler of everything. But how do we relate to this aspect of God's character? Because I think when we, think of kings, you're thinking of someone who has all of the power, and it's someone who sets up all the different rules and laws for the land. And if they're a good king, they're also one that provides for the people that they rule over. And I don't know if this is just me, but I don't know if we have the best pictures of what a good king looks like, because often that's a political system that is a dictatorship. They tend to come across as power hungry and are willing to sacrifice the needs of their people for their own ambition. But God the King is a good king because he has access to all of the resources, and he willingly provides in abundance for his people. God the King sets up expectations for us to live rich and full lives. And God the King has access to all the power, but instead of taking it from us, what he actually does is he empowers us and gives us purpose. You see, the interesting thing when we're looking at the character of God and we're looking at specifically him as the King, he is the King. Absolutely. He rules with absolute authority. However, he is not only the King, he is also the Savior. He is also the Father. He is also the servant. And all of these different roles that he embodies do not disqualify any of the other roles. My challenge for you today is to actually look at your relationship with God and to really identify and see how you view him. Is he God the Father, or is he God the King? And in recognizing how you see him, recognize that he is greater than just that one role that he fits in your life. And so what ways does he need to grow, and your picture of him needs to get larger for you to see the fullness of who he is? Is he just God the Father, or is he just God the King? Do you need to see him as the authority figure that gets to speak into every aspect of your life? Or do you need to grow and see him as more than just the lawmaker? How can you see a bigger picture of the character of God today?